Yeah, it's that new improved Mark D. We doing business with sharks, contracting us to do these hits. You best come with our bread, we don't play no games. Talk about we owe son, we track everything. Got receipts for everything. Let's take it to the books. We got a high-powered lawyer. The judge will throw the book at niggas. Talk about they came up short. Man, you gon' unhands and check before we leave court. Listen,
guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This one, of course, sponsored by my friend Adriana over at Decant Shop, the best place online for you guys to get samples and decants of fragrances you're interested in. As we get closer to the holidays, I just think it's a great place for you guys to get gifts. Get your friends, your family members a coupon code there, get them some samples or decants and use that code MAX12 to get 12% off your entire order. We have 4 fragrances to look at today, and all of these, of course, are available on Decant Shop's website. New stuff is constantly added, so please, guys, make sure you keep checking the website for new stock. The first one we're going to take a look at today is from the house of DS and Durga, and it's called, before we get into that, I actually own one from this house. It's called Burning Barbershop, and I never wear it. I appreciate it way more as art than as a wearable fragrance, but I really do like this house quite a bit. We actually only looked at one fragrance from this house on this series. It's called Italian Citrus, and I didn't think that was a great fragrance. But there's so many that I do want to look at from this house, which is Brooklyn based, and this one is called Cowboy Grass. And this one was on my list of ones to check out. And there's only 4 notes on Cowboy Grass, guys. It's vetiver, it's sage, it's clary sage, and it's thyme. 50 ml bottles go for $125. You really cannot find these bottles discounted. And if you're looking for these, you can find them on LuckyScent.com. And this, to me, is a phenomenal green fragrance, but it is green. I get vetiver, I get sage, and I get herbs. I get galbanum too. I'm surprised galbanum's not listed. This is just a dark green fragrance. It's smoky. I almost get birch tar here. If you like smoky green fragrances, I totally get the cowboy theme. This will be up your alley. I like this. This has remained on my list. I will buy a bottle of this at some point. It's not going to be tomorrow. I have so many fragrances that I want to pick up, and I've slowed down so dramatically on my bottle pickups. But I think this is original. I think the quality is great. And as someone who likes resinous green fragrances, well, this is that. So I love this one. Next one is from the house of Phaedon. This one is called Tabac Rouge. Now, I do own one from this house. The one that I own is called Rouge Avignon, and I love that fragrance. A lot of people consider it to be a clone of Noir de Noir, and a lot of people consider this to be a clone of Tobacco Vanille. On this series, we've looked at Oriental Mint and Olaban from this house. I haven't found that second scent that's really up my alley. Tabac Rouge came out in 2013. The perfumer is Anne-Cécile Duvon. And note-wise, we get ginger, cinnamon, honey, musk, powdery notes, and benzoin. Hard to find this one discounted. So guys, prepare to pay that $160 for 100 ml of this one. And this is great. If you really love Tobacco Vanille, I would smell this one and that one and decide which one you like better. And I would just pick the one you like better, and I'd purchase that one because they're really, really close. Tobacco Vanille is more about tobacco and vanilla, and this one is more about tobacco and other spices, but they're super close. This one obviously is a lot better value. You can get 100 ml of this for $160. For 50 ml of Tobacco Vanille, you're going to pay over $200. So I'd smell them both. They both perform pretty similar in similar fashion. But I'm very happy with my Tobacco 1812 by West 3rd brand. That's me though. I know a lot of people don't think that really smells like Tobacco Vanille or this one, but hey, we all have opinions, right? The next one we're going to talk about is from the house of Bond number 9. It's called Union Square. We have looked at so many on this show from this house. Can't find the next one from this house I want to pull the trigger on. There's some interesting new ones. Soho, Sutton Place, Liberty Island. Union Square came out in 2013 from perfumer Steven Nilsson. And notes on this one are grass, lily of the valley at the top, freesia and birch in the middle, musk and amber in the base. 100 ml tester goes for about $110 for this one. Very mediocre, guys. Very mediocre. Would not recommend even checking this one out. It's a green floral fragrance. If you're a guy, I just think you're going to find this one to be extremely boring. If you're a woman, you might like it. I think there's better florals from this house. This one just screams mediocrity to me. So I'm not going to spend much more time on it, you guys, to be honest. And then we're going to finish with one from the house of Bentley called Infinite Intense. We've looked at a couple others from Bentley on this series. We looked at Infinite Rush. We looked at Infinite. This is Infinite Intense. This one was also done by Natalie Lorson in 2015. Note-wise, we get black pepper, lavender, violet, and geranium at the top. Spices, nutmeg, elemi resin, cyan, benzoin, ambergris in the middle. Patchouli, vetiver, musk, and cedar in the base. This one's going to run you about $36 online, and this one's actually nice. It's a really nice designer fragrance. If you're comfortable in the designer world, well, then I'd say you'll be fine with this one. It's got those designer elements to it. It's got the spiciness from the pepper. It's got lavender. It's got some floral from the violet. It smells like a really good designer fragrance, and for $35, hey, that's awesome, right? So again, be very comfortable wearing this one if you're a designer fragrance person. If you like something more, I think you want to check out some other stuff. But it's a good designer fragrance. Of the three from this Infinite line, I think the original, which is just called Infinite, is far and away the best. I think Infinite Rush is good. I think this one's good. I think Infinite's the best. So guys, if I'm ranking these, for me, all in all, I would have to say Tabac Rouge is the best fragrance. But because I'm not really on that tobacco vanille thing, I have tobacco 1812, I wouldn't purchase it. I'd say Cowboy Grass is next, and I will be purchasing Cowboy Grass at some point. I'd say the Bentley is third, and I won't be purchasing that, but it's a good fragrance. And I'd say the Bond is fourth, and I think the Bond's a real waste of anyone's time. So I'll be purchasing the DSM Durga at some point from this video. Next week, guys, 4 more fragrances. We're going to start with one from the House of Penhaligon's, a fragrance no one talks about. We'll then go to the House of Narciso Rodriguez for a feminine fragrance. We'll then go to the House of Valentino for a fragrance no one talks about. And then we'll finish with one from the House of Lorenzo Villarici. We're going to look at a couple more from Lorenzo Villarici on this series. Lorenzo Villarici is an extremely underrated house in my opinion. I got really more interested in what Lorenzo Villarici is doing after looking at Ortigia Sicily, which is, you guys know, I did a video on that house, and he does the fragrances for them, and I love Piper Negrum, so expect to see some more features from Lorenzo Villarici on this channel. So next week, guys, Penhaligon's, Narciso Rodriguez, Valentino, and Lorenzo Villarici. Guys, sponsored obviously by Decant Shop here. Please show the love to decantshop.com. Buy fragrances, use that coupon code MAX12. Keep supporting my channel. I really, really do appreciate it. Trying to bring you a lot of content as of recently. You know, we're pumping out 5-6 videos a week here regularly. It's a lot of work on my end. And you can thank me by showing that love to decantshop.com. I'll see you this weekend with a review.
Come outside, we breaking your thumbs. Catch industry niggas at conventions if they stunt. And you already know how we do civilians. We infamous for a reason, not for no reason. People get it only if they try a hand. We pop for all 4 seasons.